Hey traders, welcome back to our weekly market outlook. I'm Mr. Wax from ForexSPV. As always, every Sunday we break down key market setups so you're prepared ahead of the new trading week. So this week we'll be looking at EURUSD, EURJPY. We'll also be looking at Pound CAD, USDZAR, and gold. So we review where the market closed last week and what setups we'll be watching as we head into Monday tomorrow. Momentum is shifting across a few major pairs, and we are likely to see strong movements around midweek due to the key fundamental releases that we have this coming week. So we have the Bank of Canada rate statements, and we also have the euro refinancing rate. So that's on Wednesday and Thursday, and a few other dollar news. So we'll look at the market structure, liquidity areas, and where the market makers might be positioning. So let's start off with EURUSD. So we'll start with the monthly time frame. And here is where we'll be looking at the market structure. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? So the current market price is around this area. So we have 1.13533. So we'll be looking at key support and resistance levels that are close to the current market price. So we have a support area down here. We have another one. And we have another zone here. So those are the ones that are close to the current market price. And the market structure is bullish as we have been following this pair for a few weeks now. And it did bounce on this order block, and we had this reversal pattern here, and we still have a bullish market structure. However, we are now around an area of resistance, but also we have the 200 EMA, and this is the monthly time frame. So the 200 EMA can also act as a moving area of support or resistance. So it can prove to be strong resistance to break. So we can experience a reversal here, but until now, we're still on a bullish market structure here. So there's no evidence that the market structure has shifted to bearish. So the weekly time frame, when you look at it, the momentum of the previous week candle, we're still in a strong bullish momentum going up. We are just below the 800 EMA here. So I've moved this area of resistance. So we have a zone just above here. So we are still in a bullish market structure here. Let's look on the daily. So the daily, so the movement started around this point. So we had a peak, a very strong bullish movement, a consolidation, another strong movement. So another consolidation to continue going up. However, we must fill this week first and have a consolidation. So expect a small bullish movement before having a retracement and forming an area of support, just as it's formed here before going up. So this is the hour 4. What is the TDI telling us? So we have a shark fin around the level high, and we had another shark fin here. So you can see this is where price had this retracement, and we had this consolidation a bit. So the TDI is also reflecting it. And right now we have the shark fin indicating that it's a possible reversal on the hour. So a short-term reversal. So this here is like a small peak. We can expect for EURUSD to drop to this point here or this half point here. So we have the station zone of this half point and form here an area of support. So you can call this a peak reset before going up again. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting, and this could happen early this week, and it could take off with the euro news. And this is what I am expecting of the euro index. So it's not showing up well on other time frames, but the weekly, the monthly time frame are suggesting a strong bullish momentum. So basically, we will still be looking to buy euros this week. And the dollar, we should have a retracement a bit and then a continuation going down. So all these two supports our analysis on Euro USD that the euro is still strong and the dollar should become weak later this week. So that's on Euro USD. Now let's look on EURJPY. The weekly, the monthly time frames. So let me load the template again. Okay, so we'll be looking at the market structure. So here we have an area of support and we have our bullish market structure in play. So when you look at the zones here, so our bullish market structure is still supported. I have another block there. So we are still in a bullish momentum here. So nothing suggests that the market structure has changed. And you can see on the weekly time frame, the support is very strong here. So we have a very good support. We are still going up. So a bullish market structure on EURJPY. So as we anticipated last week that this pair will still be in consolidation. So you can see how it had moved last week. So no significant move until on Friday. So here is simply consolidations. So here we have it. So for last week, so this is Friday, this is Thursday. You can see how the market was performing. So this what happened on EURJPY is a consolidation, and we anticipated for it. Simply the disparity did not match. So right now we have we can see that our market structure is still bullish, and you can see on the daily time frame it has been consolidating. So this candle here shows that we can go up. So we can go up now. So let's look on where the new peak is formed. So here we have a new peak formation low. So we are ought to go up. So where would it retrace before going up? So we have two zones. So we have the first area is this large quarter point, so around 162.500. And we have another one down here. So there's a high probability that it will stay confined within this large quarter point and then go up, or it would come to this point and then go up. So that's our anticipation. So we are bullish on EURJPY. Okay, so our next pair is GBPCAD. So last week analysis, we anticipated for pound CAD to still continue going down, and it did that. So on Monday, we had this M formation on these EMAs, so we took our trade there. So a trade based on the 15 minutes time frame. So this here, you can see we had like a head and shoulder pattern here. So that's where we took our trade. So that's about last week. So what should we be expecting for the coming week? So let's do our analysis. Okay, so we are looking at the market structure from the monthly time frame. So we have been following this pair, and we are still on a bullish market structure here after this consolidation. And right now we are on a retracement. Let's look on the zones that are above here. So the areas of resistance. So our first target should be this area of resistance here. So this is a retracement, and then we should be able to challenge this resistance up here. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame. We had this retracement, and this was one of the zones that we anticipated for price to come to before continuing going up. So this is our support area there. Okay. Then we have the EMAs, but right now we are on that support area. So let's look on how it is playing on the lower time frame. So on the daily time frame, we're like in a consolidation here, and we have the 200 EMA just below here, and we can be expecting for price to come to this point before going up. So what is the pound index saying? So on the pound side, I'm still expecting for pound to continue going down. So that will support the movement of pound CAD to this point before going up. So that's what I am expecting. So on the hour 4, I think the TDI will be around an area for reset. So we had a shark fin just below here, and we have this movement up. So we're around the level 50. So if we get a shark fin around this area, then that's the peak reset. So basically we should be expecting for a peak reset around this zone here. Price going down. Okay. That's on GBPCAD. Now, our next pair is USDZAR. So USDZAR has formed a very good peak formation high here this week. So this was on Wednesday. So if you look at this peak, the consolidation started around this point, and then around this area we had this equal highs forming, and then we had a stop hunt, very good 3 swipes, and right there is where it had a reversal. And I took a trade here on USDZAR as it was at this point, and this was there was a speech during this time. So there's a Forex speech, and the news, I think the fundamentals made this volatility on USDZAR. And then this was another anticipations, and USDZAR has been falling since then. And if we look at the market structure, so on the monthly time frame, the month candle is retracing. So if you look at the monthly candle, we are still on a bullish market structure. The weekly candle, however, you can see how this week candle has closed. So you can see that bears are very strong here. They can have a retracement to this point. And on the daily, you can see here, they're still going down, and this here should be our target. So this here should be our target. And on the hour 4, so we also anticipated for price to go down. So on the last week analysis. So you can see even the head and shoulder here is seen. So you have a shoulder, head. And we're still going down, this one. So the hour 1, we still have level 3 to go. Okay, so let's anticipate where would the stop band go. So you should be expecting for a stop band to the 50 MA, and then a third level to that point there. So that's my anticipation on USDZAR. Now let's look on a commodity here. We have gold. You can see how gold is making new highs. Like the momentum is very strong right now, going up. So I remember this week I sent my anticipation. So I think price was right here. So I sent my anticipation that gold will still go up, and also my anticipation on USD CAD that will still be selling. So we had a trade here on Thursday, a 50-50 bounce trade right here. So if you follow this, this will be your trade here. So a 50-50 bounce, and also this one, a 50-50 bounce. So all these are opportunities that were available on last week. So on gold, it is obvious that the market structure is still bullish, and we have fundamental evidence to support this, as this is a safe haven asset, and with the economic downturns that are happening with the tariff wars, investors usually put money on gold, Swiss franc, or S&P 500. So right now, Swiss franc has also gained a lot. So you can see how Swiss franc has been having this bullish trend for these past 2 weeks. And also gold has now kicked up the pace, and you can see we are having a strong bullish uptrend on gold. So as a trader, you should be looking to buy gold. So you should be looking at zones where gold might retrace to before going up. So we have this zone here where gold might come to this point and then continue up. Okay, so that's my anticipation on gold there. So with this strong movement, I think the 3 times ADR would have been completed. So here we had a peak formation low, a very good one. So this was also an opportunity for you to buy gold the last week. So I sent the setup, price was at this point. So we had this 50-50 bounce here. So we had like 1, 2, 3. That was a very good stop hunt. And then a 50-50 bounce trade. Okay, so I did analysis on this currency indices. So on euro, we are expecting for a strong euro for the coming week. Weak pound. So for Audi, still expecting for it to find this level first. And we're expecting for weak CAD, and I think this will come into fruition on the Bank of Canada rate statement. So we have that on Thursday, and this is on LFX JPY. So I still expect for JPY to gain strength. Okay, so this would also support EURJPY here. No. It's not supporting it. Okay, so our pair EURJPY is a pair to look at because the disparity simply does not match. So we can have a consolidation on this pair, okay? Can have a consolidation on this pair. So that's a pair to avoid this week. Okay, so NZD formed a very good peak this week. So if you took any NZD pair, it was a good pair for this week because we had peaks on it, even the Audi. So the Swiss franc, we're still going up on Swiss franc, still bullish, and this is on the dollar. So that's our anticipation for the coming week. So if you're part of our Signal Raw mentorship program, this is where we take action. And if you are not, I hope this gives you clarity for your trades for the coming week. And don't forget to like, drop a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to join our training or signals, you know where to find us. Simply visit our website, www.forexspv.com, or you can contact me directly on my WhatsApp or Telegram. Otherwise, see you next week. Have a nice trading week.